Good morning, beautiful honey dips. So let's talk about opening your Yoni Steam business practice. First of all, the first step is you deciding that you want to serve women, serve your community, and serve yourself by being a Yoni Steam practitioner. It is a big responsibility. It is a big commitment to your community, to other women, to our global community as women. So first step is to make the decision, right? So now that you've decided, you need to figure out what's the next step to do, and it is to become certified, okay? Honey Dip Yoni Spa does offer a certification program. It's absolutely amazing. We have certified over 189 women throughout this country, and we're ready to certify you. You can click the link in our bio, honeydipyonispa.com, click on courses, and it'll take you straight to registration. We do have a payment plan option. So that's number one. But you want to make sure, for me, it was really important that the person who certified me had certain things in place that I could see. One, I wanted to make sure that they did not sell detox pearls. That was the number one thing for me, because it means that they really understand the vagina, they really care about the vagina, and they're not just in it for profit. So that was huge for me, because I'm an advocate against detox pearls as an herbalist. Second, I wanted to make sure that they had some herbal background, right? So as an herbalist myself, I needed to be certain of that. Three, I also wanted to make sure that they had practiced long enough before this new wave of practitioners, right? Although, honestly speaking, I've been in the game since before this was ever a real like business strategy type thing. And my practice, my certification comes from an indigenous Haitian woman and then another indigenous woman, Kelly. So I've been to a few different certification programs, and I'm constantly growing my knowledge. And then I was certified as an herbalist. So I just kind of brought all of my backgrounds together to become a Yoni Steam practitioner. And this is before the day where it was a business. And so that's the first steps, right? Is to get your certification. Also, you want to be certified by someone who is like myself, who actually runs a Yoni Steam practice. It is one thing to do Yoni Steaming as a side hustle. It's another thing to like do this as a practice day in, day out, because you're working with thousands of vaginas, and then you have the experience. So you want someone who has the experience to truly help you and to cut through all of the fluff. It's a lot of fluff out there. And with our course, we go straight to the facts, right? Like, this is what you need so that when you're done with our course, honestly, day one, you can go into making money. So how can you operate a Yoni Steam practice? You don't have to do like me, and I went all in when I actually created Honey Dip Yoni Spa. I rented a space, and it was funny because I rented at Blue Line Salon, and I think I've told y'all before where when I rented, no one in Houston had like a Yoni Steaming practice. So the landlords of Blue Lion made me sign paperwork to show like this wasn't some kind of sex work thing. So that's one. And so that's the first thing I did, is I rented a suite. But you can actually just do vaginal consultations, and you can talk to women about their vaginal health and find out what they want to accomplish with vaginal steaming, and then actually develop a plan, and then develop herbs to go along with their plan, and ship them to them. Like have them pay you for your consultation, pay you for the herbs, and then you just send it out and ship it to them. So that's one way to do this as well. You can also have like Yoni Steam parties, right? So we have women who start off doing Yoni Steam parties. You can rent an Airbnb, a hotel, or you can do it like they did old school Mary Kay style, and just have your clients to throw Yoni Steam parties, and you go to them and you service them. There's a huge way to earn your income for the month in like 2 or 3 days out of the month, right? So you can go and literally make $500 to $700 with Yoni Steaming and Yoni eggs, Yoni wash, and we do wholesale all of those to certified practitioners. So if you are a certified practitioner, you can definitely open a wholesale account with Honey Dip Yoni Spa. But anyway, so you can do Yoni Steam parties and make literally from $500 to $1,000 in one day. You can also go to clients and decide like you want a certain target client. I always tell people, if you want a particular niche within this field, it's super easy to do. So you can focus on women who have irregular menstrual cycles, women who have fibroids, women who have endometriosis. So those are more of your hormonal imbalance clients. You can focus on them. You can charge them a little bit more because you are specifically tailoring your practice to them. And I was one of those people, like that's how I started Yoni Steaming. And that's actually how I started my business before the business, is by by seeing clients who had specific issues, specific concerns, and then doing the research and finding out what works. Not only what works as far as like Yoni steaming them, but what works as far as like additional supportive products. And so you can do that. You can specialize in clients who have BV alone and recurring BV. Like these clients are truly suffering and they need someone that's going to work with them and remind them to drink their water or to take their oregano oil or black seed oil, and just constantly reminding them to go ahead and disinfect their body. So these are things that you can do. If you niche down, you can even focus on women who are looking to Yoni steam for fertility. That's a whole other thing. Like you can help them to track their cycles and the rhythm of their bodies and get in touch deeper with their bodies. So it's so many ways that you can take this. And then just from your knowledge, just doing consultations about vaginal wellness and vaginal care and what women can do and what products to offer, and then sending them herbs that even you wholesale purchase from us. We have plenty of practitioners that do that. Or you can blend your own herbs, because in the course you'll find out kind of like the herbal methodology behind Yoni steaming, what herbs you need to do to target certain concerns. So it's so many ways that you can operate your practice without having a full spa or getting a full space, because that's a big commitment. I always tell people who take our class, you know, be careful about jumping into a space. I'm not trying to discourage it, but I'm all about, as a business strategy coach, I'm all about sustainability. What can you sustain at this time? How do you build your clientele? How do you, and so if you are the only woman in your city that's going to be opening a Yoni steam practice, like for me, I think it was like 2 other companies that offered Yoni steaming, but I was the only one that was specifically dedicated to Yoni steaming. And let me tell you, like it was somewhat easier for me. Yes, I did have to educate people on why they needed to Yoni steam, because this is before the housewives were Yoni steaming and that kind of thing. So I did have to educate women on why they needed Yoni steaming, but there was no real competition for me. And now being in Houston, I mean, I've created probably 50% of my competition, but I don't see it as competition. But I've created about 50% of that competition. So now, you know, people are looking for Yoni steam practitioners, but now it's like who to choose, because in our city, you have it to where like a waxer offer Yoni steams, or estheticians are actually offering Yoni steams. So it does make it a little bit more challenging, but that's okay when you know your stuff and you're someone who has really studied your craft. And that's step number 2, making sure that after your certification, you're learning every single day about the vagina. You should understand the rhythms of the menstrual cycle. Because our menstrual cycle is a vital sign, literally. There's a sister who wrote a book called The 5th Vital Sign, and when you go to the doctor, whether you're think you're pregnant or whether you broke your foot, as a woman, the first question that you're always asked was, when was your last menstrual cycle? So study the menstrual cycle is so important. Also, you have to understand anatomy. We do offer base anatomy in our Yoni steam program certification course, so that's there. But you also have to understand that you want to understand how we as women are connected to the moon. So step 2 is to always be studying your craft, okay, so that you can become an expert. And step 3 is stop worrying about diversifying. If you become a true expert in your field, you won't have to do all of these other services. You literally can offer your clients Yoni steaming and be the best. So if you are looking to become a Yoni steam practitioner, first, welcome to the community. We are a community that needs you and your specific talents, your specific energy. So welcome and thank you for choosing to join us. And we do have a Honey Dip Yoni Spa online certification. It's on demand. And then from there, you will go to our Facebook group once you've completed, where we will offer additional support there. And then you can also hire us as your business strategy coach, and we would love to help you tailor your practice to you. It's not a course, that's a coaching system where we're working with you one-on-one on tailoring your practice and making you the best Yoni Steam practitioner out here. And the reason that we want to do that, and we're so serious about really investing in Yoni Steam practitioners, is because we need to make sure that our field stays honest and wholesome and healing, because we don't want to turn anyone off. We don't want people running around saying Yoni steaming doesn't work. We want to make sure that this is done the correct way, okay? If you are watching YouTube videos on the process of Yoni steaming, essential oils do not go in Yoni steams, y'all, so please don't. And number two, please don't steam your clients on anything that's plastic and that goes in their toilet, okay? So I know women are gonna be watching this who are Yoni steaming clients basically off of YouTube videos that they watched, and I get it, that's fine. But really, y'all, that's for self-steaming. That's not for steaming clients, okay? So if you like this video and you want more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel. And we're gonna talk about next, we're gonna talk about kind of like some business sustainability tips and all of the things. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in our next video. Peace.